Google Sites is available in the paid and free version, but just like Forms, you'll only find it in the waffle if you have a paid account. The Sites icon is located right here, or if you have the free account, you can go over and click New or go up to the URL and type sites.google.com to be taken over to Google Sites. The top navigation gives us some basic operations that we can perform on our site, including preview, undo, redo, and the three dots allow us to take a look at our version history and duplicate our site. The Publish drop-down arrow will be the place we come back to get our site live online. Back over at the home dashboard, I can see all the sites I've previously created, and users can access the Classic Sites area using this icon. Let's create a new website using a blank document. When I click over to the home screen of my new website, I can see at a glance the layout tools on the right-hand side of the navigation. Users have the option to start with an existing template straight out of the box, or they can choose from these drag and drop elements to build a layout structure. By clicking on these components, we can see areas where files could be uploaded, copy and text could be entered in different configurations. So whether you're looking to combine text or multiple images or uploads, all of those options are here. Under the Themes panel, you'll see a range of themes with font styles and colors that are available to you. By clicking through the different themes, we can see the font styles and color palettes depending on what you're interested in. You don't have to use one of these themes, but it can save quite a bit of time and give a nice design straight out of the box. Once you've selected your theme and you've built a few layout components into it, on the left-hand side navigation, you'll see some icons appearing, which allow you to format individual components, or delete them, or duplicate them. So we have quite a bit of components because we laid them all out, so I'm just going to remove a few so it's not too cluttered. And I think now would be a good time to save our site. Similar to other applications in G Suite and Google Drive, you can save your site by giving it a name. It's automatically saved, of course, which is really nice, over to your drive, but by giving it a name, it'll be nicely organized. So let's stick with our theme, Tater Tot. There is a built-in logo feature, which brings the settings box back up, where you can upload your logo, upload a favicon. And a favicon is simply an image that will go up into your main tab and be displayed. So this is going to take me over to my computer desktop. I'm pulling in our familiar image as our logo so you can see what that will look like. By tapping through the options in the settings box, you'll see some of the features we'll be coming back to, such as creating a custom URL, which is very popular, analytics if you want to see how many people are visiting your site, and an announcement banner allows you to add a nice fresh bit of copy content to the top of your site. So if you have a website where there's a new update, or perhaps when you are publishing it for the first time, you can leave an announcement and designate it if you just want it on the main home screen or if you want it on every single slide. Now we see our Welcome to My Site banner is appearing at the top. I think the next most popular thing is to customize our header. So let's change this image, and you have the option to upload an image here, but I think if we filled it with tater tots or potatoes, it might be too distracting. So if I go over to this Select Images area, I can pull from a dynamic URL. I can search any various images that are on the web, but also I have these templated options that come out of the box that make it pretty fast. So let's see, I just need something that's going to be great for the purposes of this demo and not too distracting. There, that green looks nice. So we've got a custom header in there. And Google is going to give you a few options of how the real estate can be configured in layout. It can be more of a cover header, a large banner, or just a title. You can remove the image altogether and just have some copy at the top. And if I want to update the font that's in this area, I click on this and it brings up a formatting toolbar. Header, title, you may notice these font point sizes from our Google Docs tutorial. And this font is pulling from our theme, of course, but we can justify or center it. We can turn it into a hyperlink. We can get rid of the italics. And if I want to update the copy, I just tap directly in that section and begin typing. So I never have to leave the user interface to update text in individual sections, which is really pretty handy. And now I see my copy didn't fit. So I'm going to make it fit by dragging the text box to make that area a little bit larger. And now I'm going to adjust it by centering it. Every website needs more than one page. By going back over to our right side panel and clicking on Pages, it brings an overview of the pages that are currently in this website, which is just one. By clicking the plus sign, I can create a new page. So it's good practice to have an About page, contact details, and up at the top in the header section, you can now see that the pages are visible as a navigation. By dragging and dropping inside the Pages panel, I can reorder the pages, put them in the order that I'm wanting them to be in. If I'd like to change the location of where the menu is located, I can click on Settings, and the very first option is Navigation, and I can switch that from top to side. And now we see there's an adorable hamburger menu. That's the 3 lines. That's called a hamburger menu. Is appearing there, and there are pages on the side. Appearing, disappearing, just like a good burger. To create a footer, I scroll to the bottom of any page and press the plus sign. This brings up a footer section with a formatting toolbar. So this is another great practice for creating a good overall structure to your site before you start adding in layout elements and different components of the site. I can select from the different colors available in the theme or upload an image. So I've got my name and the year here as a sample footnote. So now that we have a little structure in place and some pages, let's run a test and see how it will look in different devices, because we want to have a sense of how it's going to lay out across people's mobile devices and in their computer screen. So by clicking the computer icon at the top UI, it takes you to this section, and then you can see the controls on the right-hand side in black, which allow you to toggle through various view sizes. This icon here allows you to send feedback to the Google engineers. And Xing out brings us back into edit mode for our site. One thing you might want to thank them for is this handy ring tool. By double-clicking on any empty section, it will bring up this dial with fast tools that you can use for adding in content and formatting. Here we've pressed the T for text, and I'm going to add in some body text to this section, which has now been created for us. It's essentially the same as the tools on the right-hand side of the navigation. It's creating a text component for you. We are pulling formatting from our theme. Gray is what's available here. So let's double check in the theme if we wanted to make a change, switch something. Here I am pressing on a different color to change the emphasis color. For custom color, press on the paint bucket tool. You can enter in your own hex code or use the slider to select a custom color that you think is a better fit, like this neon hot green. We'll set our footer back to black. So we've got black and gray. You can see these tones go together from our theme